time for the bell. How many options will you sell? Fire up your platform, get ready to enter. But first, let's get the mindset centered. Hey, let's go. We're not here to gamble, we're here to trade. We follow the plan, that's how we get paid. Test it, trade it, have success. Find what works for you and forget the rest. Stats and probabilities is what we're about. Time to dismiss greed and doubt. Focus on the process, not the money. And the profits will flow like honey. Power Hour Live, let's start the show. Come on, trade hackers, get ready to go. 0-day options, time to make bank. Get locked and loaded, then be ready to plank. Hey!
Hey everyone, welcome to Power Hour Live on, what is today, Tuesday? Tuesday, December 10th. S&P down 10, NASDAQ down 79, Russell is up 5, Dow up 22, gold up 1.2%, silver flat, notes and bonds a little bit red, 10-year yield up about 0.5%, oil pretty flat, natural gas slightly red, all the grains finished green, euro a little bit red, pound a little bit green, Bitcoin down about 0.5%. VIX is up 10% at 14.13. Market's kind of chopping down as we speak. S&P approaching new lows of day. NASDAQ putting in new lows of day. NASDAQ below Thursday's lows. So today, pretty light day of trading. I did some BICs. I did actually 3 tranches. That's actually one. I meant to do 2 contracts. So slightly green, stopped on one side of each tranche. 1 DTE, I transformed into an upside risk-free vertical for tomorrow. So if we can get above 60.75 at tomorrow's expiration, that would be max profit on that one. Did a 6-7 discretionary put calendar that's up a little bit on the lower end of its range, but still green. And then I've got my calendars from, I put on a 1-2, 1-3. Those will definitely come off. I've got my 5-7, 6-7s from Friday, my 3-4 from Monday, and my 2-4 from yesterday. I'm going to be taking most of that off with CPI tomorrow, but some of those are puking. 5-7 is down 20%. My 6-7 single put calendar is down the most. It's down like 50%. My 6-7 double calendar is down 28, 2-4 down 11. My 2-3 is down 17. So all of them are red. Little bit of pukey action for calendars this week. Chad, how's your day? Looks like you're on mute.
There we go. It's been a really good day. Given the low premiums and price action here. Couple of great volume runners in Tesla and Meta this morning, and played them really well. Got out about where they started to come back down. So booked just under $1,500 on 2 trades there. And then one TLC trade, 2040, and my last 2 got stopped on a down move. And then my 1 DTE, I booked closed half at about 22%. And then I got a little more out of it. And over the course of about an hour, I'd gotten 10, 15 cents of theta decay, and then price started just trending down. I just closed it. So that ended up being a winner. So overall, let's see, about 1,500 from the day trading and 2760 from a 1 DTE and a TLC trade. And then I got in a Wooga a little after you did. It's currently up 15%. It's the 50s and 45s, and it's just 10 wide. So I need a little bounce here, but it is up 15%. So that's it for me. So
yeah, my Wooga is up about 20. I've got an order to close it at 50%.
yeah, I have an order to close half at 30%. Which I was about 30 cents from until we started moving down here. Just trending downward. I just don't trust it. At some point, I could see a 2 or 3 point move down, which when you're only 5 wide and already off centered.
Markets awaiting CPI tomorrow morning, pre-market. PPI pre-market Thursday. Yeah, I will. I'll let you know as I'm closing them, Moel. I'll probably, so I've got the 25 puts on my 3-4. So that still has some room. I might leave my 3-4 double calendar on. Definitely closing my 1-2 and my 1-3. I think I'll leave my 3-4. My 5-7 price is right on the strike. So we'll see where price ends here. My 6-7 is right on the strike as well. And my 2-4 still has some room. So I'll probably leave my 2-4 and my 3-4 on. My 2-3s at the 60-35 strike. So I'll probably, we'll see what happens. I may take that one off too. Definitely going to take off my 6-7 single put calendar. That's on the 60-90 strike. So that would have to make a big move up. So I'll give it some time just in case we get a little late day bounce. Don't anticipate it, but never know. Yeah, I booked a decent profit on a couple before end of day Friday, but yeah, this one that I put on at 11:30 Central Friday, just getting hammered. All right, so SPX ticked lows of day, trying to bounce.
Yeah, so reason I'm taking half of my Woog off at 30% is because I went bigger than normal. I did 6 contracts. Usually I do either 2 or 4. And so if I get rid of 3, I'd still have 3 on.
My discretionary 6-7, yeah, I'll take that one off that I put on this morning. I'll take that one off as well. It's up a little bit. I don't really have a true profit target on that. My Wooga's at 25%. Got in at 445. I've got an order to close it at 220. I closed out my Oracle earnings play for nice profit. Let's see, I got into that at 284 yesterday. So I could be, and I got out at 740. Looks like it's currently trading at 790. So could have squeezed out a little bit more had I waited, but didn't think it was worth the risk. Risk
For
of
people
losing what I had anyway.
for people that trade TLC and who are wondering,
Order cancelled.
CPI in November, I did not trade that day because I was hunting. In October, minus 920, I had a nice winner on AM1 and a full stop on AM2. So they kind of canceled each other out. Stop was worth a little bit more, so minus 920. September. Was red. I had 2 lunch times that were red, 2 power hours that were red, and 1 power hour that was green. Ended up being minus 2980. Go back a couple more months here. August, minus 3515. AM1 full winner, AM2 full stop, lunchtime full winner, scratch trade power hour, full stop power hour. Wow. I traded 5 trades on that day, minus 3515. Must have been some consolidation happening anyway. Did not trade it July 11th. Did not trade anything. And then I'll go back to June here. June plus 42.15. 2 trades, both full winners. So last few months have not been good.
Yeah, my anecdotal kind of considerations of CPI, it seems like fairly one directional, pretty decent size moves after the CPI report. NASDAQ is bleeding, S&P bleeding. VIX is starting to bounce a little bit, but not much. SPX approaching its downside expected move at 60.41.
Yeah, very similar to yesterday's price action. Eight-point move in about 30 minutes. Did you get in on the Tesla or Meta volume runner this morning?
No, I didn't. I was kind of looking at the charts after the fact, and I saw the Tesla one.
Yeah, so Tesla, I got in on a pullback, and then when it popped up, I got out of half. It came back down. I added into it.
Yeah, nice.
And then it really ripped. Yeah, I got in on the
Did you
somewhere
get in
on.
your first entry on that bar when it pulled back here?
Yeah, let me look here.
Probably down in this area.
Yeah, exactly.
Pushed up, got
Yep.
out of some, pulled back,
Yep.
got in some more. Yep.
Yep. Exactly. And Meta was the other one.
Meta
And
didn't
then,
look like it quite got there.
yeah, it was real close, and it was one of the stronger stocks. That's why I took it.
Did you
And
double dip on that one also?
no, so let me see. I don't think I got in. I got in. I think I got in on the second bar, the second red bar.
Oh, okay.
Somewhere I took a little heat at first. It was down like 100. I saw it was down like $100, $160. And then it bounced. And then pretty much on both of them, when they started pulling back after the really nice push, I got out. And then they both ended up coming down. So really good outs.
Boeing is up 5% today.
Yeah, it had like a really big bar there. I saw that earlier.
This one here. Oh, wow.
Yeah. I don't know if that was a mistake or what.
Yeah. It took off after that. Google up over 4.5. It's come down off of its highs. Tesla's up 3 and it's well off of its highs. On the red side, we've got Jumia down 9%. Oracle, that earnings play is down 8. SMCI down 6. DJT down 6. App down 6. Nvidia's down 3. It had a little bounce at the open and then actually had a decent looking Mighty 90 when I was looking at it after the fact. Mighty 90 short. And it never looked back up after that. BABA down 3%. AMD down 2.5. AMD's been really weak the last few days. Coinbase down 2. Bitcoin is pretty break even on the day. Well, my Wooga's still green. It's a little bounce.
So hey, I got a quick little story to tell you.
What's that?
So I got a quick little story to tell you.
Yeah.
So Sunday night Chiefs game. I go to order a couple pizzas and a dessert from Godfather's for the boys and myself.
Godfathers, huh? Interesting choice.
Yeah. Never hadn't had it in years. Years. So after I order it, I get an email that says your pizza will be delivered on Tuesday at 11:45 in December. I'm like, what? And so they were closed when I ordered. Apparently, it didn't say that they were closed on the app.
Huh.
So I forgot about it. And at 11:45, my Ring camera goes off, and the Godfather's delivered 2 pizzas and this dessert that came with it.
So, did you have to pay for it?
Oh yeah, I paid for it Sunday night.
So you guys just starved Sunday night, but you had lunch today?
I ended up having to make something for him, but yeah. So no, well, I had one piece and the rest of it sitting in the fridge. I was like, gosh dang it. I meant to call them and cancel that. Oh, they were closed Monday. So they were closed yesterday. So I couldn't call them yesterday. And I
Closed
just
Sunday
forgot this
evening,
morning.
closed Monday. That's kind of
Yeah.
odd.
Yeah. So I forgot this morning. And it was delivered.
SPX bleeding. Looks like I'm getting pushed out of something here. Yeah, my 6-7 double just closed.
Here goes the VIX firing up.
Man, it's not the price action I wanted to see for my calendars. VIX at highs of day. Close to it.
20-point move down since the highs of day. With premiums being about 5 to 15 points wide all day.
Yeah, Kelvin, I'm going to close my 6-7 just closed. I'm going to close my 1-3 and 1-2 from earlier today. I'm going to close my 6-7 single put calendar from Friday. And I'll make a decision here shortly on the others. Definitely pumping in some juice for CPI tomorrow. Five points past the strikes on the 6-7. It's on the back test. Let's see what the butterflies are trading at here. $40 butterfly trading for about $1.50, maybe. Pretty decent for the movement. So my Wooga needs back above 40. Wooga has not been the greatest lately.
No, it's been a little bit of a struggle.
I mean, it's not very far away today. Still got a lot of time, but just my performance last month with the Woogas was not good.
Yeah, I was 20 cents away from taking a half off.
Still bleeding. Yeah, I have not closed my 2-3. They're labeled in the trade channel just as as I put them on. So if you look in the calendar trade channels, you see the 2-3 entry, but there's not a 2-3 exit in there yet. Let's go ahead and put in a bottom for the day. You guys think? NASDAQ came down and kind of bounced off of its expected move for most of the midday before cracking below. SPX just cracked below its. So my 6-7 from this morning is still green, even though it's pushed all the way down to the break even. And it's 25 points below the strike. I've got my 6-7 double calendar that's already closed. It was just closed. I've got my 6-7 put calendar from Friday, which I will close. And then I've got my 6-7 from this morning that I will also close. And my 5-7 I still have, which I won't close. Well, excuse me, which I will close here shortly. The only thing that I'm going to leave open is well, now I'm only 10 points away after this move. When we started Power Hour, I was considering holding my 3-4 from Monday, the double calendar. But now I'm on the 60-25 put strike, so we're only 10 points away from that now. So I may just close that as well. No, my 5-7 exit is if it gets 20 points past the strike, but just going into a CPI number, I'm a little bit more cautious. But Kelvin, you should know your exit points on all these. You should not be waiting for my trades. Yeah, I mean it's, price is right under my short strike on my 5-7. So, if we get a 20-point down move after CPI, which would not be unreasonable, the expected move is 30 points for tomorrow. So I don't really want to take that risk. And my 1-2 and 1-3, I always close those. I always put them on and close them by the end of the day before CPI.
I haven't heard from Chessmaster lately.
Chessmaster, where are you? You playing chess? Eric G, I like Forex Factory. forexfactory.com/calendar. And then you can use the filter here. So on the filter, I only check US, so I uncheck all the others. And then I leave all of the different files checked. So that's how I have it set up. You can leave all these on, but just creates a lot more things that will pop up there. By the way, I was going back to when from 2016 to 2020 during Trump's last presidency, and every single time he speaks, it had a red file on it. So if you were trading that during that time, you remember every time he tweeted, and remember, presidents didn't used to
That's
tweet
right.
before him.
Yeah.
So anytime he tweeted or anytime he said something or anytime he was scheduled to speak, there was some movement. So
Forgot about that. Yeah, I remember him sending tweets out.
yeah. I don't understand your question, Moel. I closed mine because it hit my exit point, which is 5 points past the strike. That answer your question? Okay. I'm getting ready to close my 5-7. I have not. Still moving lower.
A lot of good NTT pullbacks the last 2 days.
Just stop for the rest of us, Elliot. Quit being so selfish. Hey, Rocky fella, I just look on are you on toss? Or what broker do you use? Okay. IB, Morrow might have a better idea of that, but let me see here. Yeah, actually, I wouldn't know where to tell you to go on IB. Morrow, does on the option chain on IB, do they have the expected move? No? Okay. How do you gauge that, or do you pay attention to that? Yeah, no rush. All right, I'm gonna start scaling out of some of these. I'm gonna close my 1-3. Just no relief bounce here. All right, so I just closed my 1, 2, and 1, 3. VIX popping up above 14.5. My 6, 7 from this morning, I just put it in order at 250. See if I can scratch out a little profit on that one. Not filled yet. There's Chessmaster. Is it Mahomes time? Figured with this movement, I might be keeping them cheap. Let's see, 30, 35s. 35 butterflies trading for $1.50. So yeah, we're a ways away. Little bounce off 60-30. Need about 10 more points.
I'd take 60-40 for sure, but 60-45 would be better. Hasn't been much sign of up movement in quite a while.
No, there sure haven't.
I mean, none.
I mean, at this point on my 6, 7 put calendar from Friday, it almost makes sense just to hold. All right, I'm going to get rid of my 2, 3. All right. So I've got my 5, 7 left, my 2, 4, my 3, 4, and my 6, 7 put calendar. I'll close my 5, 7. All right. So the others, my 2, 4, my 3, 4, and my 6, 7. Might hold those. I'm on the 20 puts and the 25 puts. And my 6, 7's pretty well dead. Build on my discretionary 6, 7 for a little profit. Moel, that's on option Omega. Let's go. Wooga needs above 40. Got 17 minutes. Seven minutes till MOC. $35 butterfly trading for around $1. Oh, it's go time. Around $1.80, 85. All right, so I'll start with the 35. They got down to this, up to this price with this price movement, but it's almost there. So just working a 35 right now. $35 fly, trading for about $1.90. Dark Avenger, have you checked out my December trade plan on Woogas? The Wooga franchise? I'm working the call fly on the 35s, currently Chessmaster. I think I'll put in a put on the 30s. All right, so I'm working a 35 and a 30. My BICs are a little bit green, stopped on the put side on all of them, but up about 300 on 3 tranches. Okay, so Rocky Fella, Morrow just posted, he uses Trading View. Sounds like there's plenty of expected move indicators on there. A little over 2 minutes till MOC. Build on the 35s. Chessmaster, you filled on the 35s? And you're working a 35 call butterfly? Because I got filled on my order and my bot filled on the 35s. My bot is a long iron fly, so it's using both puts and calls, but Lando got filled on the 35 put fly. All right, MOC incoming. About a $10 billion buy.
The market on closing balance, the S&P 500, a sell side of 334 million.
334 million sell side.
Down 30 is sell side.
It's a little bit lower than my $10 billion buy side hope. Getting a little bounce. You should definitely be filled on the 35s now, I would think. SPX at 33. Can't tell you guys how relieved I am not to have to use Trader Sync anymore and spend an hour and a half after the market closes dealing with that. I just plug them into my spreadsheet as they happen, and end of the day,
Oh, yeah.
done.
That's wild. You did that for so long.
I'm a glutton for punishment, Chad. Well, I mean, part of the reason is, I mean, I had multiple calls with the owner, with the developer, and kept thinking it was going to get fixed at some point, but never happened. All right, SPX down to 31. Just on a very simple spreadsheet. You could see it in the weekly video I did. If check that out when you get a chance. Just very basic. Just only what I need, which is basically the trade, P&L, notes. Six minutes to go. They're always posted in the performance videos channel up at the top. Coming down below 31. Looks like we're going to need a decent push below 30 to lock based on what the put vertical is currently trading at. 5 minutes to go.
Here comes a 10-point move up. Maybe
Love it.
15.
I'd love it. Back above 33. Four minutes. Well, that screenshot in the calendar, that was from the, you wouldn't be able to see that yet. That's from the Option Omega bots deal. Not quite available yet. Love it. You guys are going to love it. I like it, Moel. I'm with you. Got 2.5 minutes. Anything below 32 would be a winner for Mahomes. Luga is going to be a loser. $32.5 with 1 minute. Need to get away from 35. 30 seconds. Not listening. Ten seconds. Oh boy. Little push up at the end and a markdown. Terrible close for Mahomes. 60-35.32. May settle a little off of that. 35.3.28. All right, all. That is a wrap for the day. Tomorrow morning is the 11th. So Chad will be streaming live at the market open, CPI 1 hour before the bell. Everybody have a good night. Talk to you soon.